With the Buttkicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Buttkicker, the future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the NAISCC Track Racer Cup Series fires things off for race number 5 this season with the Cali Buttkicker 240. That's right, 120 laps around this 2-mile track. Driver's gonna lay down 240 miles of fast-paced, high-octane racing action for you here tonight. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from Trackside. There you can see track temperature 118 degrees here tonight in Fontana. These drivers are going to have their hands full coming up out of turn number 2 and turn number 4 here tonight with the track so very hot. Progressive banking here at Auto Club Speedway, so you got a little bit to lean on. We'll see which drivers lean on the gas the most and walk away with the bump and dump Pole Award here tonight. Let's go ahead. What do you say we get rid of that track information to begin to bring you some of your qualifying speed charts? Over there to the left-hand side of your screen, just Max Vonner on the speed chart so far here tonight. 51 fastest so far. Quick time 41:57 is the pump and dump provisional pole time. 9, 10, 12 drivers out on track. Over 35 drivers slotted in for tonight's race. So we've got a big field and a lot of drivers vying for some extra cash here tonight. Auto Club Speedway hosting not only the second Blazing Fast TV Dash for Cash, but also the second North Star 5 race right here tonight from Auto Club. So a lot going on here tonight out Auto Club. Keep yourself locked in and informed. Stay tuned here all night long as the music begins to fade away. Time begins to fade off of the stopwatch as well. About half of your field with a time lap here in qualifying. Max Vonner still top of the speed charts. Quick time here for Vonner, 41:57. The 51 Toyota Camry running well here tonight. It's 2 Toyotas at the front, followed by 1 Ford, then 2 bow ties. We've got a little bit of a mix-up. Ryan Bird, last week's race winner, goes second on the speed charts. He's going to put his Chevy ZL1 Camaro on the outside pole position. Nobody able to dethrone Vonner just yet. With just about 2 minutes remaining in qualifying, we're going to do a little something screen. We'll get a little bit busy, but we want to get you this championship information coming in to tonight's race. There you can see it right there on your screen. Isaac Shelley leads them all, with Sean Huffstutler, Ryan Bird, James Watson right there in line, ready to pounce. Close battles all through this point standings. Look all the way even down there around that 10th position. Jared Talmadge, Dave Bush. Bush has been to victory lane, but he's in a hard-fought battle right here with Talmadge, right for that 10th position. And with just about 60 seconds rolling off of the stopwatch, or remaining on the stopwatch, I should say, we'll take a little look through the rest of your point standings as we get a clearer picture of how these drivers will fire off of the starting grid here tonight. 25 drivers to the track in qualifying. Tom Sinchek taking the Pump and Dump Clothing Company Pole Award here tonight. He's going to snatch that quick time. 41:46, now the fastest time out there. Dylan Walterman as well as Mark Dingman. They still have some time lapse to put in. A handful of other drivers not electing to come down pit road and out onto the track. And with just about 15 seconds remaining, that's pretty much going to do it. That's going to be it in the Pump and Dump Clothing Company qualifying session. And Tom Sinchek sits that 8. Top of the speed charts. We're going to step away for a commercial break. Head trackside for your national anthem. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave
Drivers through final pre-race inspection, bells ringing in the background. It's time to run down tonight's starting lineup in the Cali Buttkicker 240. Brought to you by Buttkicker. Feel what you've been missing. Snatching the pole award, starting inside row number 1, inside that fast number 8, Tom Sinchak. Dalton Tucker in the 24 will line up just to his outside. Max Fonner, Ryan Bird back in row 2. Row number 3 here tonight from Auto Club, the 1 of Kyle Rochelle, followed by the 17 of Adam West, Thomas Green, Maurice Gomillion back in row 4. Row number 5 here tonight from Auto Club, Dave Bush and Sean Huffstutler. Jesse Thorne, Cody Reed back in row 6, row 7 here tonight in the Buttkicker 240. Dylan Walterman, Ryan Ferraro, how about Aaron Kralik and Thomas Walter back in row 8, row number 9 here tonight, the 11 of Alex Light, followed by James Trammell and his 20 machine, Dakota Moniz right there inside the 5 in the 19th starting position. 77 of William Downman will roll off 20th. Isaac Shelley, Logan Brickey right there back in 11th here tonight. 12th row, Mark Wright, Shane White, Morris Bogan, Gerald Duffin, how about James Watson and Andrew D. Philippus back there in row 14, row 15 here tonight. Talmadge and Morales. Rest of the field in running order looks a little something like this. And with the pace car already off, we're going to fire things off. Music's gonna go away and engines come to life here at Auto Club Speedway for the first time here tonight. Side by side, stack up all the way through this field. Big run down to turn 1. Driver's gonna fan out 2 and 3 wide already. One driver all the way up at the track, up at the top of the track. I believe that may be the 75 of Dylan Walterman. Look at that, 2, 3, almost 4 wide in this pack. Everybody chasing after your pole sitter here tonight. Tom Sinchek leads them into 3 for the first time. 4 wide through turn 4. Still 4 wide. One driver to the outside wall. A little bit of a scrape early here. We're going to have 3 wide racing back to the line. Lap 1 goes in the board and belongs to Tom Sinchek at the front of this field. Isaac Shelley trying to bring his Toyota Camry a little bit further up through the running order and through the field. Big mix-up of drivers all the way back through this pack. And oh, looks like we've got our first trouble. And oh my gosh, the 42 eats it as well. I believe James Trammell, Mark Dingman caught up and involved in this one. Oh my goodness, caution flag flies for the first time here tonight. The Simbox door caution flag will wave early here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. It looks like a handful of drivers with some trouble. Let's go back and check on that 20. There he is, James Trammell rolling away from the incident. Let's go back, take a look, see what happened here. And Trammell gets turned sideways in his late apex machine. Oh, 42 comes in, the 91 catches a piece as well. So Dingman and Martin Morales both caught up and involved in this incident along with James Trammell. Trammell able to drive away, but the big hit was that 42 of Dingman. We'll see if we can go take another look at it here. Let's see what happened with that 42. Just coming off of turn number 2, and there's the contact up in front and nowhere to go. Drivers just making the moves at the last moment. Nowhere for that 42 of Dingman to go. He's going to end up in the side of the 20. And that will put us under caution for the first time here tonight in the Buttkicker California 240. Big shout out to our race sponsor here tonight. A Buttkicker coming on board, sponsoring tonight's race as well as sponsoring multiple races throughout the season here for the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge Track Racer Cup Series. And a load of drivers going to come to pit road. Tom Sinchek, your Pump and Dump Clothing Company qualifying winner, snatching the pole moments ago. in qualifying. Going to keep it top of the board right now. Nobody able to grab a lap away from him. It's going to be a long night now for a handful of drivers caught up and involved in this early caution flag here tonight. A lot of great things coming up, a lot of great things going on here tonight at Auto Club. We mentioned in our qualifying session about that Dash for Cash. 10 drivers vying for the Dash for Cash here this season in the Blazing Fast TV Dash for Cash Championship. We've got Huff Stutler, Otto, Hernandez, Duffin, Shelley, Bush, Go Million, Bird, Watson, and Tucker. All 10 of those drivers vying for the chance to gain a little more money throughout the season, I should say, because the Dash for Cash isn't just determined on one race finish, it's determined on a handful throughout this season. Next Dash for Cash race, Chicagoland Speedway. Keep your eye on that. I believe that's coming up in a short 2 weeks. Also tonight, the North Star 5. Everybody eligible for this North Star 5 run. We're going to take the best average finish from each one of these 5 races. And your winner, the guy that gains the most points through these 5 races, will walk away with a little prize courtesy of North Star Designs. Talladega Super Speedway will host the next North Star 5 Designs mini championship is pretty much what I'll call it, a mini championship. You know, drivers vying for an opportunity to walk away with some cool prizes here, not just from Buttkicker this season, but also from the Simbox store, as well as Blazing Fast TV and North Star Designs. So all the sponsors here get involved heavily with the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge Track Racer Cup Series. You're watching race number 5 here tonight. Quick caution has got us back behind the iRacing pace car. Although the lights are already out and we are ready to go back green flag racing. Drivers with a little bit of an itch, ready to get on the gas and ready to fire things off. Once again, Sinchek, Tucker will stay on row number 1. Rochelle and Fonner back in row 2. Bird, Westfield, Green, Bush, Go Million, and Thornick round out your top 10. Pace car down and away. Wait for it, and here we go. Green flag flies as we cross the line. Lap number 6 will go on the board. Top 3 going to make their way single file to the top of the speedway. Everybody down into turn number 1, trying to get a good line, trying to get a little bit of an advantage. We've got some drivers mixing it up back through this running order. Here's way back at the end of the pack here. Drivers still fighting for positions. A lot of drivers trying to grab a spot early here. On these restarts, that's when you can make up the most positions. One driver now making some moves. You see the number 5 Findlay Farms Machine of Dakota Modi's right there in the 22nd position, trying to run down Patrick Hernandez and Shane White, who are just off in front. Everybody all over each other. Let's go check out the 92. Cody Reed trying to make some moves. Reed right there with Kralik and Thornick. Dylan Walterman not too far off in front, 3 wide. Once again, the Monster Energy Machine at the top of the speedway, almost making contact with the outside wall in the corner entry. Whoa, a little bit of a stack up off of turn 2. Everybody keeps it straight. Everybody keeps it heading in the right direction. The 0-1 of Kralik with a little bit of a push from, I believe that may have been Walterman right there. With that big-time push to 3 wide once again. Oh, Kralik up the track. Right across the nose of both Thornick and Walterman. Ooh, that could have been bad. We'll just keep it like it is. That could have ended up very bad for a handful of drivers. Not just right there, but the drivers stacked up at the back behind this middle section of the running order here. Most of the drivers beginning to get single file throughout this field. We'll jump around a little bit once again. And James Trammell with some more trouble. Looks like Trammell will go around, and we will have ourselves our second SimBox Store caution flag of the evening. Let's go back. Let's see what happened with Trammell here. Track Racer replay, watching the 20. No, it just breaks loose, overcorrects, and whoa, right across the field. Ooh, hard impact with that inside wall, and that is going to spell trouble for him tonight. Let's see if we can't take one more look at it here. Overhead camera shot, but the turn 3 drone cam off of turn number 2. Car just gets a little bit loose, and oh, the 41 with a little bit of contact. 57 gets caught up and involved. He catches a little bit of a piece of it. Thomas Walter will be involved, and that will be the reason for the second caution flag here tonight. As we go back up front with your race leader, your pole sitter here, leading every lap so far. The 8 of Tom Sinchek out front. Not really able to check out just yet, but he is looking to go ahead and pack the bags and head on out the door. Sinchek leads every lap so far. Rye Lewis, as well as Dakota Moniz, caught up and involved in this latest on-track incident. We've seen what happened with the 20 of Trammell fighting that 20 car off of turn number 2, just unable to catch it, and a little bit of an overcorrection into the outside wall, back across the track. 41 of Lewis catches just a little bit of it. And then some slight contact between Thomas Walter and the 5 of Dakota Moniz has Moniz down onto pit road. So multiple drivers with big trouble early here tonight from Auto Club. 10 laps in the books. We've still got a long way to go. Stage number 1. We haven't even talked about that SimBox stage coming to a close at lap number 45. The one and only stage break here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. And with some quick cautions right here, you got to ask yourself what the strategy may be around that stage break. If we see a long green flag run from here to the end of the stage break, it's going to be easy, cut, clear, and dry. Everybody will come to pit road and grab some more tires and fuel. But if we get some successive cautions here, what will crew chiefs do? What will the strategy become then? Drivers only 4 sets of tires down in the pits here. So 5 sets all together. The one on the card when they started the race, 4 more down on pit road. So you can't just come get tires all night long. You got to be smart about it. You got to plan it out. Hopefully your crew chief is on the same page as you as far as the tire strategy, as well as continuing to chase the track and evolve with the track as we lay the rubber down and the sun begins to move across the sky. Racing conditions will change. Which one of these drivers' crews will be able to maintain that pace and keep it at the front of this field? Tom Sinchek will control the restart once again. New man to his outside. Kyle Rochelle will start from outside row number 1. Dalton Tucker, Max Fauner right there back in row 2. Row 3 for this latest restart. Ryan Bird and Adam Westfield. How about Thomas Green and Dave Bush back in row 4? Top 10, Maurice Gomillion and Sean Huffstutler. Four races in the bag this season for the NAISCC Track Racer Cup Series. We've had 4 different race winners. Will we see a 5th different fresh face in victory lane here tonight? We still got quite a bit of ways to go to figure that one out. We'll see who can get the job done, who can stay at the front of this field, who can stay out of trouble here tonight at a very slippery, hot Auto Club Speedway. iRacing pace car ducks on off, and we're going to get ready to fire things off once again here from Auto Club on the gas, and green flag flies. Sinchek right to the top. And it's interesting to see that Sinchek keeps picking that inside lane and then making his way up the track instead of just electing to take that outside lane. On the restart, Rochelle will stay in second. Close little mix-up right here. 2-3 drivers all vying for position. The 51 of Max Bonner on the outside of Brian Bird. Westville and Green going at it as well. Whoa, contact with the outside wall. I believe that may have been Alex Light in his 11 machine with a little bit of contact with that outside wall. Now Rochelle looking to the inside of Sinchek. Battle for the race lead. And for the first time here tonight, we can say it, or can we at the line? Sinchek will lead it. No new race leader just yet, as Rochelle still down on the bottom of the racetrack trying to take that position away. Dalton Tucker keeping it wound up at the top of the speedway, running in third. Everybody else still fighting, juking, jabbing. Oh my gosh, did you see that hit by the 55? Wow, Mark Wright. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was a hard lick by the 55, and the Simbox stored caution flag will fly here on lap number 13. Let's go back and check out and see what happened. What caused that 55 to go to the outside wall like that? Oh, and there you go. Oh my goodness. And I mean, that was just a quick change of direction right there. Looked like something broke, but it was just a situation like we seen moments ago with James Tramble, just car getting a little bit out of shape, driver correcting, and it's going to snap back. All right, and into that outside wall. Let's go on board here, right on. Let's watch this hit. The car almost going up on two wheels with the contact with that outside safer barrier. Man, it's a hard lick on the tail end of this machine. He's going to have a long night ahead of him now in this Chevy ZL1 Camaro. These next-gen cars, though, however, they seem to be able to take a little bit more of a beating as we're back alive. And you can see that 55 still trying to limp into pit road, no rear. The bumper cover on his machine, the hood ripped off as well. Back to the front with your race leader, Tom Sinchek. He had a battle that time with Rochelle, but Tucker able to take that second position away, so Dalton Tucker will move back into second. We've got our third caution flag of the night. We're going to step away for just a brief commercial break, pay a few bills. You know how that goes, race fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We got big-time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
And back trackside as field begins to get double file. Gaps will close in because we're going to go back green flag racing this time by Sinchek, still with that race lead. Your Pump and Dump Clothing Company qualifying award winner here tonight. Snatched that pole position, and he hasn't looked back since, leading every single lap here so far, just about halfway to the stage break here tonight from Auto Club in the California Buttkicker 240 high racing pace car. Makes the left-hand turn, and we're ready to go back green flag racing this time by Sinchek. Waiting this time deep in the box before he nails the gas, and green flag will fly once again. The boss man to the flag stand waves that green flag. Driver set sail back towards turn number 1. Close little battle right here. 5th, 6th, 7th on the speedway. There you can see 49 of Ryan Bird trying to make his way up into the podium spots. And Rochelle and Tucker going at it at the front. Big move there by Tucker and Rochelle. Rochelle on the bottom of the speedway. He's now going to battle with Fauner as Fauner keeps it up at the high side. 51 looking for that third position. Not going to be able to get it just yet. 2, 3, 4 wide in the tail end of this field. Let's go back here. We got a hornet's nest on the track. 3 wide, multiple rows deep here tonight. We've got battles at the front, battles mid-pack, and battles near the rear. Let's go take a look at this driver inside of his number 9 Napa Auto Parts machine. Matt Mackin looking to break into the top 20 for the first time here tonight, as Dave Bush seems to have some troubles. The 53 way off track all the way down on the bottom of the speedway. He had a big moment off of turn number 2. Kept the car out of the wall, kept the car off track, and we stay green flag racing after the restart, but already behind the 8 ball. The previous race winner will have a long night ahead of him. Dave Bush going to fall all the way outside of the top 30 into that 31st position. We'll get that timing and scoring back over to the left-hand side of your screen once again. There you can see Tom Sinchek leading Dalton Tucker, Max Fauner, Rochelle Bird, Westfield Walterman, Green Kralik, and now Sean Huffstutler back into the top 10. Close racing action here at the front of this field. Sinchek leading Tucker, 2/10 of a second separating your top 2 drivers. Another 2/10 back to Rochelle and Ryan Bird. They're stacked up with just about 2/10 separating everybody inside of your top 5. Let's jump around the track just a little bit. How about the 98 of Isaac Shelley, the Toyota Camry Premier machine, looking to make his way through this running order. He's up 3 spots from where he qualified from, outside of the top 20. Now sitting in the 18th position, the 98 looking for a little bit more. He's got 4 drivers, single file in front, trying to make a move, not able to make the jump to the bottom of the speedway, and he's going to keep it all the way at the top of the track. Able to lean on this progressive banking and keep it wound up on the high side. Good run through the corner that time around for the 98 of Shelley, as he's going to try to take that 17th spot away from Cody Reed. We'll head a little bit further up through the running order. What do we say we check on this battle raging on between Maurice Million and Patrick Hernandez? 12th, 13th on the speedway. You might as well go ahead and count Maurice Morris Bogan right there in the 36 machine, running in 14th position. The Nike-sponsored number 36 Ford Mustang looking good on the bottom of the racetrack. There you can see him looking to the inside of Maurice Gamillion. Not able to take that spot away just yet. Gamillion's got company. Will he be able to keep the 36 behind him? It's going to be a hard-fought, hard-pressed battle. Let's take a look off of the tail end if we can. There you go. Backside of the car, you can see that Nike Golf 36 of Bogan down on the bottom of the speedway, trying to make it work off of turn number 2. They'll stay side by side. That's going to open up the door for Alex Light in the 11 to make his way up through the running order. Light now moves into 14th. Bogan stuck on the bottom, still trying to make it work. We'll jump around the track just a little bit with a few drivers. Fonner also carrying one of our onboard rear camera shots for us here tonight in his Toyota Camry, the 51. Max Motorsports driver looking good here tonight, running in that 5th position. There you can see that North Star Design 17 machine of Adam Westfield running in 6th, looking for a spot in the top 5. Back outside the race car, we'll jump around the track once again. Tom Sinchek still leading this field, all 23 laps. All the board belong to the driver inside of that number 8 late Apex Chevy ZL1 Camaro, and now the 17 all alone at the high side looking for a way around, and he's got some company. Westfield Walterman going at it, 6th, 7th on the speedway. Let's give these guys a shout out though. We've got to go back here, check out that 2 of Patrick Hernandez. Man, that Toyota Camry driver running well here tonight. A lot of speed in his machine. He's up 21 positions from where he started, all the way outside of your top 30, and now knocking on the door of a solid top 10 very early here tonight, just past the 100 lap threshold. And with that battle at the front, let's jump to your race lead, because we've got Rochelle on the bottom, Tucker at the top. Tucker gonna help Sinchek keep the race lead for the time being. The high side will win out the war for now, and Rochelle will fall back to 3rd after battling, looking to the inside, looking to make a pass on that 8 machine. Tom Sinchek not having any of it. Clean air king here at Auto Club. And with this 2-mile track, there's almost too many battles to keep track of right now. We've got battles, 3 drivers all lined up nose to tail for your race lead. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th all lined up as well. 8th place runner Thomas Green right there in his filtered time, number 10, looking to get his way up towards the top 5 here. Little bit of a gap back from him to Aaron Kralik, that 01. The Tide machine running well here tonight, nice and clean, no pun intended. And then a little bit of a mix-up, shake-up, back to some 2x2 racing going on back here. Maurice Gamillion, Morris Bogan still going at it side by side. That 44 and 36 have not been able to find a way away from each other just yet, as we begin to slowly creep in into our longest green flag run of the night. Most of this field has yet to come to pit road, so a lot of drivers will be screaming for some tires here in about 10 laps or so. Do they have enough to get to stage 1? Some drivers came to pit road under our latest caution back on lap number 14. Logan Breaky coming to pit road, getting some fuel. No tires, just getting some fuel there on lap number 14, so he will have more than enough fuel to get to the end of the stage. But what about these drivers that elected to stay out on the track? Do they have enough to get to the end of the stage here? Were the caution laps enough? We'll find out, that's for sure. Let's jump around the track. Once again, race fans, just a little bit, a lot of racing action all over the place. Checking in on Thomas Walter. There you can see that 57 North Star Designs machine. No hood on the car after contact earlier during our second Sim Box Tour caution flag here tonight. He's trying to run down James Watson in the 39 just off in front. We've got a handful of drivers lurking in the background right here. Shane White, Mackin, Bush, Duffin, Moniz, Ryan Lewis, and Martin Morales back there as well, still out on the track. Morales looks to be a little bit off pace, but still out there running well here tonight. Still on the lead lap. 31 drivers is still on the lead lap out of the 36 that came to the track here tonight. Handful already out and retired from some contact. 55 of Mark White joins James Trammell and Jared Talmadge out of tonight's race. The 55, the 20, and the 12 will walk away with a handful of points is how we'll word it. There you go. Maurice Bogan and Breaky going at it here once again. Let's go back to the battle. Hernandez, Loveland, Gomillion, Bogan, Breaky, Thornick, all right here running with each other. It's a hornet's nest when we've got 15 to go here in the first and only stage tonight from the California Buttkicker 240. Shane White was able to get by Thomas Walter for the 24th position the last time around. Gomillion and Bogan still going at it. 15th position on track. There you can see Bogan down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get back by Gomillion once again. And you can see that inside lane really prevails. Slide job. Well done, my man. Bogan with a great slide job right across the nose of that 44. There was plenty enough room, and we've got 3 wide back to turn 1. And things going crazy right here with these drivers. Let's go up to this battle. We've got more action at the front of this field. I told you race fans, on this big 2-mile track, drivers mixing it up, battles all over this racetrack. The only thing clean and clear right now is that 8 just clean air on the front end, helping his machine cut through the air and keep himself at the front of this field in tonight's battle as Rochelle closes in on that rear deck lid of Tom Sinchek. I tell you what, let's go on board. We do got an in-car camera shot. Let's go on board. Check out the look from Kyle Rochelle inside of his office, sitting in that second and third position now as he's going to lose 1 position. We'll take another look from the driver's standpoint right here with Rochelle running in third. Bonner able to take that second position away. Your top 3 still nose to tail as we make our way around the track back into turn number 1. Lap traffic lurks up ahead. More drivers with some onboard camera shots here tonight. Let's go back to the 6 of Ryan Ferrero. There you see Ferrero just kind of all alone, 1.3 second advantage back to Alex Light behind him. Maurice Bogan still battling in this mix of drivers. There you can see Gomillion working his way to the outside. A lot of onboard camera shots here tonight. Big shout out to all of the drivers, crew chiefs, and teams allowing us to come on board and put a handful of great live camera shots on board these machines here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. Change of position up near the front. Thomas Green moves himself into 6th position. Ryan Bird gonna fall yet another spot. He's now down 3 positions from where he started tonight's race. But Tom Sinchek having no trouble leading tonight's California Buttkicker 240. Buttkicker haptic transducers bringing tactical feedback to your sim racing experience, delivering the missing car-to-driver connection that you've been missing to feel so fast. Feel every shift, every rumble strip, and tire slip with precision accuracy. Check out buttkicker.com. The future is feeling Buttkicker. Feel what you've been missing. Great racing action here. Long green flag run underway from Auto Club Speedway. We'll get that timing and scoring back over to the left-hand side of your screen. Lots of different battles to keep track of right now. Sinchek leading this race. He's got Bonner and Rochelle behind him. 10 laps left in this opening stage. This time around, as your Pump and Dump Clothing Company pole sitter crosses the line, your race leader, Tom Sinchek, has led all 36 laps so far here tonight. But now Fonner will try his hand at the pass for the race lead on the bottom of the racetrack. We're going back up to the front of this field. Can Fonner be the first driver to snatch that race lead? Had it for a moment in 1 and 2, and now that high side will prevail down the back stretch, and Sinchek will not allow another driver to officially lead a lap here yet. But how about the run by Rochelle? Rochelle going to look to the inside. No, he'll stay in line. What's he going to do when he gets back to turn number 1? Will he try his hand at it? We've seen Tucker try it. We've seen Rochelle try it. We just watched Max Funner, and he had one of the best opportunities to grab that race lead. Unfortunately, not able to make the pass, and he loses 2 positions. And you got to wonder if that's playing on a few of these drivers' minds. If I take the shot and I miss it, is it worth giving up the track position? Right now, this early in the race, I would say so. You got to try it. You got to know what you got. You got to know what you can get. But some playing it safe. And oh, Tucker into the outside wall. A little bit of contact off of turn number 4. Gets that 24 a little bit out of shape. Thomas Green now looks to the inside. Green going to look to take that position away. We're going to jump back through this field once again, race fans, because we've got more battles on track. Alex Light, Maurice Chameleon, Patrick Hernandez, Logan Brickey still going at it. 13th all the way through 17th, lined up, knotted up with each other right here. There you can see Maurice Bogan. Morris Bogan, I apologize. Still want to call you Maurice for some reason, maybe because Chameleon's running right there with you two drivers all over each other so far here in these first opening 38 laps in the California Buttkicker 240. Back and forth to the battles on the track. We're keeping our eye at the front of this field. Tom Sinchek still leading Kyle Rochelle. There you see Fonner, Tucker, Thomas Green making their way off of turn number 2 and down this long back stretch. Your top 4 slowly beginning to pull away. Dalton Tucker starting to gap Thomas Green as Ryan Bird has caught up to 49. Right there running in that 6th position. Gaps beginning to develop through the drivers battling right here at the front. They're leaving themselves about a car length and a half between each other. And we're going to have ourselves 5 laps to go here on this opening stage. Who's going to walk away with the stage win? Will Tom Sinchek lead the entire 45 laps? In this opening run, this opening stage here tonight, we're going to be close to the halfway point when we get back to green flag racing after the stage break. We've got ourselves a hot and heavy battle right here. Aaron Kralik getting up into the mix right here. That Tide 01 machine down at the bottom of the racetrack. He's got Dylan Walterman looking just to his outside. 17 of Adam Westfield right there as well. The North Star Design 17 Toyota Camry running well here tonight inside of your top 10. Sean Huffstutler, kind of a quiet night for this man inside of his 94 machine. Has himself a half a second advantage over Ryan Ferraro right behind him. Huffstutler, a Dash for Cash competitor, a previous race winner. Will he be able to make his way up through this field, turn his race around here tonight? As the two drivers try to gain some momentum coming to the end of stage 1, you've got this knot of cars still throwing blows at each other. Loveland, Light, Hernandez, Chameleon, Brickey, Bogan, Thornick, all right there running with each other. Man, this battle just not going anywhere, huh? And let's jump around the track once again. What do you say, race fans? Or we'll keep it right here for just a moment, as this is one of your closest, biggest battles on track. Keeping our eye on that gap with Tom Sinchek at the front of this field. Kyle Rochelle still sits in second with Dalton Tucker back in third. Lap 43 now on the board. We've got only 3 laps left here in this opening stage. Long green flag run underway. Last time we seen that caution flag fly was back on lap number 14. We've been green flag ever since. 3 caution flags on the night. One race leader. No lead changes. Tom Sinchek checking out. Or, well, he hasn't really checked out from the field. He's just checked that most laps led box already going to put 40-plus laps in his back pocket. It's going to be hard-pressed for drivers to snatch that most laps led award away from NAISCC. Just about a third of the way through tonight's race. And we are 2 laps away from the end of this first stage. NAISCC back off of turn number 2 down the long backstretch. Will Rochelle make a dive on the final lap of this opening stage? We're going to keep... Whoa, in contact! Contact between Fonner, Dalton, Rochelle. They're going to fan out. Everybody's going to keep it straight, but that's going to bring Aaron Kralik right up into the mix. And NAISCC has now checked out on this final lap on stage number 1. And how about that? Picking up the pieces, the Tide 01 of Aaron Kralik gonna slide right into second. Thank you very much. And how about the 49 of Ryan Bird, the 10 of Thomas Green? They gain a handful of positions with that little bit of trouble. So, man, that could have been a lot worse. Let's just leave it at that. Could have been a lot worse for those drivers involved and caught up with that on-track incident, that skirmish. And that's going to put Thomas NAISCC at the front of the field. He will step away. And we should see that Simbach store stage break caution flag fly here very shortly. And there it is, just like that, right on cue. The Simbach Store caution flag waves. It's time for the Simbach Store stage break. Drivers will be using their button boxes to make their strategy a reality in a matter of moments. Get yours today at SimbachStore.com. Simbach Store, you really push our buttons. And I tell you what, Simbach Store not playing no games either. They've got some great button boxes over there. I've said it for the past 2 weeks. I'm going to have to act on it here very soon. Don't want them to end up selling out. I'm not sure which one I really want to go with. I tell you what, race fans out there in TV land, why don't you help David the Cave pick his button box? We'll take a poll over the next, I say, let's call it the next 2 weeks. What do you say? So from tonight, Richmond and Chicagoland, let's see it out there in the chat. Let's see who's paying attention and who wants Dave to get which button box. Eyeballing a few of them out there. I really like the Diablo, really like that Stormtrooper number 2 as well. But let's see what you fans out there in TV land think of these button boxes provided by the Simbach Store. Once again, Simbach Store providing some great button boxes, easy to make changes on the fly. Get a little bit over on your competition by getting your changes in faster. SimbachStore.com. You really push our buttons. And well, looks like the majority of the field will come to pit road. Everybody following NAISCC down pit lane. So while we find ourselves under the stage break, let's break away for a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And just like that, just as promised, back trackside as the field gets the one finger wave. That's right, one to go. We'll get back. Green flag racing this time around in the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge Track Racer Cup Series. Track Racers sponsoring this season, coming on board, becoming the title sponsor here in the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. Track Racer as the cutting-edge design engineering to give you the competitive edge over your competition, offering race rigs, flight simulators, monitor stands, accessories, and so much more. Also, now offering wheels from SimCube, so if you got something you need for your rig, look no further. Look for the leading edge. Look for Track Racer. You can find them on Facebook, find them right here with the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge through their Facebook page. Find that little discount code, get yourself hooked up and ready to run fast, and see if you may be able to get out there on the track with these drivers. Sinchek keeps the race lead after walking away with the stage win, and the green flag flies here. Once again from Auto Club Speedway, we've had ourselves 3 on-track incidents, 1 caution flag for the stage break, so 4 in total, but only 1 race leader here. Tom Sinchek not looking back on this field since snatching the pole position. Driver snatching the cars around, and it looks like the one of Rochelle goes around, and so does Jesse Thornick. Both of those drivers caught up involved in this one. So the Ford and the bow tie come together, have a disagreement over racing lines, and that will bring out our 5th caution of the evening here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. Let's go back. Let's see if we can't find this one on track. Let's see if we can get an overhead camera shot here. Thornick and Rochelle come together off of turn number 2. Overhead camera shot here with the turn 3 drone cam. And there it is. Contact. 14 just running his line. And it looked like Rochelle drifting a little bit up off of the bottom of the racetrack, coming off of the corner exit. We'll take another look high above here, focusing in now on Rochelle. There you can see him. And the 14. You can see the 14 right there getting a little bit out of shape. Let's go back. Let's watch this one from a different drone advantage point here. There you see the 14, the back end starts to come loose on that 14, and he drifts down the track, and with Rochelle coming out of the corner exit and up onto the back stretch, they just meet in the middle. Contact for both drivers. Looks like both of them will drive away, so maybe some time on pit road, but fortunately enough for both, they were able to continue on throughout tonight's race, and that's something big there for Rochelle. He was up inside of the top 5 there at the end of the first stage. Gotta ask ourselves what happened to have him all the way back through this running order where he was. He was outside of the top 20 when that contact happened. We're not seeing any penalties here for Rochelle, so it looks like maybe just coming back down to pit road, the top off the fuel, got himself back behind the 8 ball just a little bit. As you see Martin Morales and his 91 Ford Mustang getting the lucky dog. He'll go around the track, get himself back onto the lead lap here. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing with these big fields and the way it is each and every Saturday night, because large fields here in the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge Track Racer Cup Series. A lot of competitors, a lot of good, fast, hard-nosed racers out here in the NAISCC Track Racer Cup Series. So if you find yourself back in the field, you've got an uphill battle to climb right off the gate. And I'm not sure giving up track position is a smart thing to do, especially a track right here like Auto Club Speedway. Yes, it's big. Yes, it's wide open. But a lot of these lines seem to converge back together, especially on these corner exits. If you're on the bottom of the racetrack, coming out of 2, you really want to kind of let that thing float on out to the outside wall. You don't want to keep it bound up down on the bottom by keeping it by that white line. Same thing in turn number 4 here. And you really want to have that nice big arc into turn number 1. That's why we see Sinchek at the top of the speedway here for this latest restart. That's why we've seen him jump to the high side right when he gets on the gas and clear, crossing the start-finish line. So, although Auto Club very big and a lot of racing lines, a lot of distance for these drivers to go 3, 4, even 5 wide here around Auto Club Speedway, you gotta have it sorted out and figured out before you find yourself in the corner exit. And well, we'll see how it goes here. Once again, caution number 5 will fly. The Simbox toward caution flag once again displayed here tonight as the iRacing pace car lights have gone out. We're knocking on the door of being halfway through tonight's race in the Buttkicker California 240 right here. Race number 5 for the NAISCC Track Racer Cup Series on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you haven't already, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Let them know you enjoy the action they give to you week in, week out, right here every Saturday night on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Go ahead and drop these drivers that thumbs up. Let them know you appreciate all the action and effort out there on track. We'll work our way off of 4 as the iRacing pace car tugs off. We'll get ready to fire things off once again. Wait for it. Sit and check in the box and on the gas as green flag flies. Once again, here from Auto Club Speedway, we'll get the timing and scoring down to the left-hand side of your screen once again. Fraley with that good run at the end of the first stage, some contact and chaos, and I think that's what brought Rochelle a little bit further back in the pack, is remember that contact coming to the end of the stage. He was on pit road to fix the damage and massage the fenders, and it looks like it has backfired, but now running well up into that second position for the first time here tonight. The 75 of Dylan Walterman, man, he has made his way to the front of the Monster Energy sponsored Chevy ZL1 Camaro, leading Adam Westfield and Max Fauna right there. 2 Toyota Camrys running third and fourth. It's 2 bow ties at the front. Battle of the Chevys. 1 up top, 1 down bottom. 3 drivers all running different lines through 1 and 2. And the 51 of Bonner has some trouble. Bonner looking to save the car. He's going to be able to do so. 2, 3, almost 4 wide in the back of the pack. Andrew DeFilippis all up in the middle of this mix. Dakota Moonez right there as well. Cody Reed, Dave Bush. Whoa, big run through the corner there. I believe that is Dave Bush on the high side, man. High side hustling here at Auto Club Speedway. Lap number 56 now on the board. And there it is. Let's get drivers spinning out across this front stretch. 3 wide at times, I'm telling you. Auto Club. Multiple lines to run here, man. It's a great racing facility. Oh, and contact trouble. A lot of drivers in this one. Oh, my goodness. A lot of drivers going to get caught up and involved in this latest on-track incident. Man, I tell you what. 7, 8, 9 drivers, I do believe, caught up and involved in this latest one. What a mess here off of turn number 2. Let's go back. Let's check out. Let's see what happened to the 2 of Hernandez. There you can see him at the top of the speedway. And, everything seems to be fine. And there he goes. He goes right on around. Oh, my gosh. And the carnage from there. The 77 caught up and involved. Oh, the 69 with a hard lick to 53. Oh, my gosh. Did you see that hard lick by the 53 into that outside wall? Man, a lot of drivers caught up and involved in this one. Let's check the replay once again. 6 sim box door caution flag will fly. There you can see the 2 with some trouble. He gets hit by the 77. Here comes the 11. He's going to catch a piece. Driver scattering, trying to avoid the contact and avoid the chaos. And unfortunately, a handful of them going to be caught up and involved in this latest one. The 91 comes to a crawl. Martin Morales able to keep the machine out of the carnage and trouble here. He's already got some damage on his driver's side door, so fortunate enough for Morales, he's able to keep it out of this on-track incident. And we'll head back to the front race leader, your only race leader here tonight, enjoying the front of this field. Tom Sinchek has led all 58 laps, and as we are right on the cusp of the halfway point here tonight, what do you say, race fans? We go ahead and give you your mid-race report, driver highlights, spotlight, or rundown here tonight. 36 drivers took to the field here tonight in the Buttkicker California 240. We have still got ourselves 29 drivers out there on the track, with just a handful left on the lead lap. I believe it's going to be 29 drivers left on the lead lap. Oh, we've got 30 drivers left on the track. I apologize. As Mark White does get a lucky dog, he'll get one of his multiple laps back here tonight. So with 30 drivers still on the track, 29 still on the lead lap, 20 drivers staying out under this latest caution. And I believe it's a monkey see, monkey do situation here at the front of this field. Everybody following the fast man inside that late apex, number 8. Tom Sinchek has been the class of the field here tonight. He's had a handful of challengers. Rochelle with a look on him earlier here tonight. He's since had some trouble, and Rochelle finds himself still outside of the top 15, running in 19th position right now. Fauner's been up in the mix all night long inside of your top 10. Right there now, running in that 6th position. Dalton Tucker in the 24, he's recovered from the contact and trouble coming to the end of the first stage. Tucker sitting in the 12th position right now, down 10 spots from where he qualified. Remember, he was your outside pole sitter here for the Buttkicker California 240. So you don't want to have the trouble. If you do have the trouble, you want to have it early. You don't want to really have it from this point on. We've only got ourselves about 61 laps to go when we hit the start and finish line this time around. iRacing pace car lights are off, so we will fire this thing back off once again. And what a run for Sinchek, huh? I mean, leading all 59 laps that are on the board, he is going to secure the most laps led this time around. Nobody will be able to lead more laps in tonight's Buttkicker California 240. And I mean, it's just that simple. Nobody going to be able to lead more laps than you, sir. So a little bit of a bonus coming his way once again here as the field side by side. Back down into turn number 3. Out of turn 4 and coming to the start-finish line once again. Everybody in the hands of your race leader, Tom Sinchek. Walterman just to his outside for the restart and on the gas quick. Walterman able to keep pace right here. This could be a new race leader here. No, Sinchek going to edge forward just a little bit. But we have seen that high side prevail. That has been the preferred lane here. Can Sinchek slide that 8 up across the track into the race lead off of turn number 2? Yes, he can. No problems whatsoever. As Walterman does not have a shot for the crossover, he'll stay right there in second. How about Adam Westfield and his North Star Design 17 machine? He's been running well here tonight. Here comes the 49 now into the mix. Aaron Kralik in the 01. Since that good finish at the end of the stage, he's kept himself up inside the top 5, but you got to be careful not to get freight trained right here. One of the few drivers on the bottom of the racetrack. Looks like a lot of them will fan out through these corners, but on these straightaways, everybody fighting for that high side. Everybody wants that top 5 down to 17 and 49 goes side by side racing down the back stretch. The 01 of Kralik right behind the 17. I apologize. That's the 49 down on the bottom of the racetrack. Both of these drivers sporting North Star designs, paint schemes, leaning on each other. 51. Oh, and we got a big mess back in the back. Big mess once again in the back. I believe Ryan Lewis caught up and involved. The 41 machine going to catch a piece of this. Gerald Duffin, Jesse Thornick, all caught up and involved in this latest on-track incident. I tell you what, let's go check our latest replay. Oh, the 41 with big trouble on the apron, back up on the track, and that causes the chaos. That causes, oh my gosh, cleanup hit right there, aisle 4. Dave Bush comes in a little late, catches a piece of this one. Big time crash for the 14, the 41, the 53. All caught up and involved in this one. Let's take another look at the 41 machine. There you can see him drifting down. He catches a little bit of the grass right up the track, right into the side of oncoming traffic, and more drivers with trouble. And oh, Dave Bush just right into the side, T-bones that 41, and I don't know how Ryan Lewis was able to drive that machine away from there, but Dave Bush not able to drive his 53 very far after that contact. Looks like, I believe that's the 22 of Gerald Duffin down there on the bottom of the racetrack. Smoke boiling out of the back of the 53 after that hard impact. And there you see a lot of drivers down on pit road fixing their beaten and battered machines. Dalton Tucker going to lead a parade of drivers down to pit road. We'll check in with your race leader, Sinchek, at the front once again as caution number 7 flies here from Auto Club. Of 5 cars, the official count, caught up involved with this latest on-track incident, and that's going to put a handful of drivers on pit road for quite some time here. And as we begin to click these laps off, it's going to be hard-pressed for these drivers to walk away with some solid finishes here. We've got multiple retirements already tonight from Auto Club Speedway in the Buttkicker California 240 right here for the NAISCC Track Racer Cup Series. Race number 5 well and underway, well past the halfway point. 6 drivers already back in their haulers. Patrick Hernandez, Alex Light, Mark White still out there running, but well behind the field in the lap count. James Tremble, Mark Demon, Jared Talmadge, and Christopher Norris all listed out of tonight's race already very early here tonight. And it looks like Rye Lewis will push that 41 machine back behind pit wall as well. His day is done. Dave Bush, Gerald Duffin still on pit road. William Downen and Sean White in the 69 Chevy ZL1 Camaro. Those 4 drivers still on pit road, trying to massage the fenders and get back out there on track. The 77 and 69 have been on pit road for quite some time. And after contact, bringing out our 7th Simbox store caution flag of the evening, Dave Bush, Gerald Duffin will be on pit road for quite some time, fixing their machines as well. But I tell you what, race fans, we haven't jumped to 1 yet. What do you say as we get set for this latest restart? We mute the mics for just a moment, get a little closer to the track, and bring you a little bit of turn it up on the restart. And a little taste to turn it up here to start this race off once again. Battle at the front of this field. Tom Sinchek and Dylan Walterman going at it. This has been one of Sinchek's closest battles that we've seen. Walterman really able to hang with him on these restarts and keep that 75 right on the rear deck lid of Sinchek. Walterman running the high side in 1 and 2 as Sinchek drops to the bottom. Ryan Bird will drop to the bottom as well. 17 of Adam Westfield will keep it up at the top of the speedway. Max Fauner looking to get back in the top 5. He's running in 5th right now. The Max Motorsports driver right there lurking in the distance. Not really sure top or bottom. Whoa, big slide by the 10. Big slide up the track by the 10. That's going to force Kralik right to that outside wall. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was super close there for Thomas Green. I believe that may be the 29 of Logan Breakey right there behind him. Yes, it is the 29 machine. Had him come right across his nose. 98 of Isaac Shelley down on the bottom of the racetrack. 3 wide for a moment there with that one of Kyle Rochelle as Rochelle closes back inside the top 10. Now that one machine that was at the front of this field for a vast majority of your opening stage, fighting to get himself back in a good running spot and back at the front of this field. Sinchek starting to pull away just a little bit. 4/10 of a second separating himself from second place. Dylan Walterman. And it looks like mostly single file here. We're seeing these drivers drop down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to find some clean air through the corners. But you can see, Kralik with a little bit of a moment. Keeps it out of that outside wall off of turn number 4. Everybody there, you can see single file, and you don't want to be that driver out of line. The 36 of Morris Bogan, that Ford Mustang. Only driver really down there on that bottom lane, down the backstretch, and he got freight train, lost a handful of positions. Lots of battles, lots of scrums out there. Sean Huffstutler grabbing the 18th position away from Maurice Gomillion last time by 94-44 going at it. We've got more battles all over this racetrack. Battles inside of your top 10. Battles right around that 15th position. Look at that filter time. Number 10 of Thomas Green sliding right in front of Rochelle. And let's check in on another driver that was inside of your top 3 for a vast majority of the evening. He's slowly making his way back up through the field. 24 of Dalton Tucker in his Chevy Z01 Camaro. There you can see that Exalta 24 machine lined up right behind the 56 of James Loveland, 10th and 11th on the track. Rochelle has broken back inside the top 10, running in 8th position as Tucker battles with Loveland, looking to grab that 10th position away on the high side with a high line for a Vail. High side tickler here tonight. That seems to be the way to go. Got to run that Larson line if you want to find some speed off of these corner exits. Close little battle here as Rochelle's at the bottom. 29 runs that middle lane, and Tucker looking for a way around in that 24 Exalta machine. He'll drop to the bottom of the racetrack, back up around, and he'll take that position away. Move Tucker into 9th. Top 6 drivers still within 1 second of each other. The big gap back is from Sinchek on back. Your race leader here tonight, Thomas Sinchek, has been absolutely on point, especially these restarts. You know, it's easy to grab and keep that top spot once or twice on a restart, but 6-7 restarts now. Tom Sinchek has been lights out and has been able to keep that 8 Chevy Z01 Camaro at the front of this field. He's beginning to walk away now from Walterman, leaving the rest of the field to battle it on out. But we've got lap traffic up in the distance as we cross the line. Lap number 73 now goes on the board. lot on the line for a lot of drivers here tonight. We're going to check in. Let's see who your highest running Dash for Cash driver is in the field right now. I believe we're trying to look through it right here, trying to see who it is, and I do believe it will belong to that 49 of Ryan Bird, last week's race winner at Sonoma, taking the checkered flag at the road course. He's going to try his hands here at Auto Club, and the highest running Dash for Cash competitor right now, sitting in that 5th position. Trying to make sure we're right about that, and yes, sitting in 5th, now make that 6th as Tucker. He's found a way not just by Rochelle, but he's found his way by a lot of drivers. Dalton Tucker and that Exalta 24 machine looking to get back inside the top 5 as Tucker moves to 4th now. Looking on the outside of the 51 of Max Fonner. Tucker on the move. He seems to be one of the fastest on the racetrack. Last time around, over a 10th faster than your race leader, and that is in traffic. Man, I'm telling you, clean air might be king for Sinchek, but he better keep an eye on that rear view camera mirror, because Tucker is on his way. Battle for second ensuing now as Dylan Walterman has company. 2-3 wide. No, Tucker not going to force the issue. 3 wide. He'll stay behind that 17 of Westfield. Push Westfield into that 2nd position, but now Tucker moves to 3rd. And I said it, race fans, I said it just a lap ago. He is there, and he is on his way, and he is now looking to the high side, running the middle line through 1 and 2, looking to grab that position on the back stretch. They'll go side by side. Westfield and Tucker drag race into turn number 3, trying to run down that 8 of Sinchek at the front. 2-3 wide back here with Walterman, Bird, and Rochelle. They'll sort it out for the time being. Go back 2 wide off of turn number 4. Sinchek still checking out at the front, as now Dalton Tucker has taken that 2nd spot away. Tucker not playing around. He's got back to the front, and he's now going to zero in on that rear deck lid of Tom Sinchek. Sinchek will have some company here very shortly. Last time around, over 3/10 faster than Sinchek was Tucker. And you can see that 24 beginning to string these drivers along with him. Max Forner being brought along with the draft right now, being utilized by Tucker to close in on your race leader, Tom Sinchek, your one and only leader here tonight since snatching the Pump and Dump Clothing Company pole position. And man, I mean, just how good do you gotta be feeling if you are the driver inside of that 8 machine, leading every lap so far here tonight, not really having any issues to speak of. I mean, he's been pretty much on it all night long, no troubles, no worries, and right here, coming to about 40 laps or so to go, he's gonna now have to really battle to keep himself at the front of this field. After separating himself in the Pump and Dump Clothing Company qualifying session, he's going to have himself some company. Pump and Dump Clothing Company is happy to be there for all your average Joe duck hunter enthusiast goods. Currently offering clothing to camo-inspired mugs and tumblers. Use code NAISCC at checkout for free shipping. They got some great league-specific items as well over there on the website. If you're looking to check them all out, you can head on down to the description, find the link, click it, it'll take you right on over there. www.pumpdumpclothingcompany.com. Lap number 80 now goes on the board. 41 laps to go, 2/3 of the way through tonight's race, or 3/4, whichever way you want to word it or say it. We're down to the nitty-gritty, man. Drivers are going to be able to make it to the end of tonight's race with one more pit stop. Last time we seen the majority of the field on pit road was at the end of stage number 1, the one and only stage break here tonight. the Sim Box Store stage coming to an end. Back on lap number 45, we watched Tom Sinchek snatch that stage when he's led every single lap here tonight. Absolutely dominating performance. But if we have those green flag pit stops, will he be able to keep it at the front? Will he be able to stay away from this field? Because Dalton Tucker, he's found his way up through the field. He's found his way back to the rear bumper. Now off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. We're going to have a battle into turn 3 for this race lead. Not looking to push the issue just yet is that Exalta 24. Tucker will stay in line. Westfield back in 3rd with Fonner sitting in 4th. Ryan Bird in 5th position. Bird still your highest running Dash for Cash competitor here tonight. The Blazing Fast TV's Dash for Cash going on, raging on so far. 1 Dash for Cash race already in the bag. Tonight is that 2nd Dash for Cash race. Next time we'll see the Dash for Cash will be at Chicagoland Speedway. We'll also see the North Star 5. Next race at Talladega Super Speedway. That's when the North Star 5 will be up for grabs once again here tonight. So a lot on the line at Auto Club Speedway. Not just a race win, not just a playoff spot, but also a Dash for Cash and North Star Design. North Star 5 opportunities out there all over the board for these drivers to make up some points, make up some prizes and cash throughout this season. Man, I'm telling you, these top, it looks to be about 15 or so drivers pretty much locked in, running with each other, all nose to tail, but your top 3 slowly starting to scoot away from this field. They've got themselves about a 3-car length advantage over Fonner, who's got Ryan Bird, Dylan Walterman, Logan Breaky right there, running in that 7th position. Thomas Green in 8th, Kyle Rochelle back in 9th, and Aaron Kralik rounding out your top 10 in that 01 Time Machine. Isaac Shelley running well up 10 positions from where he started. He's in 11th. How about James Loveland? He's up 20 positions, now running in 12th. Ryan Ferrero, Morris Bogan, and Cody Reed round out your top 10. Maurice Chameleon getting by Dakota Moniz back for the 17th position as Walterman looks by Breaky for 6th. Nowhere to go right now. Dalton Tucker has been able to close in, but he hasn't been able to do anything with race leader Tom Sinchek right here. Sinchek able to keep that 8 Chevy ZL1 Camaro at the front of the field. We've got 2 Chevys at the front, followed by 2 Toyotas. No Ford inside of your top 5. Got to go all the way back to 9th place. Now make that 8th as Logan Breaky in a battle. Right here, that 29 machine that you can see in the bottom of the racetrack trying to take some more position. Whoa, in the 98, big time trouble. Evasive move there as Kralik was into the outside wall. The Tide 01 machine has some trouble. Whoa, and here goes Rochelle drifting through 3 and 4. Oh my God, how did he keep that thing underneath him? You can see those rear tires still pretty mad at him as drivers fan out. The top and bottom splitting that one of Rochelle. Big moment there for Rochelle, not just once, but twice through 3 and 4. We'll see if the rear tires have calmed down a little bit for him. Let's see if he's got some grip back into the back end of that one. And it looks like he is gonna eventually get those tires back up underneath him without any problems, as now Bogan looks down to the inside. Bogan looks for a position, not going to be able to grab that from James Loveland just yet. With that kind of a moment, that's how the pack gets split up. Your top looks like 7 drivers now slowly breaking away from this field as your top 3 continue to walk away. I believe that is Morales at the top of the speedway. Martin Morales being listed off of the lead lap, running in the 23rd position, listed as the first and only driver 1 lap down. He's going to need a little bit of help to get himself back onto the lead lap with that lucky dog. We'll see if we have ourselves a late race caution as we're closing in on just 30 laps remaining here tonight in the Buttkicker California 240. Your top two on the speedway started 1-2 in tonight's race. Sinchek leads Tucker back into 1, with Adam Westfield up 3 positions from where he qualified, rounding out your podium drivers. I mean, green flag pit stops, they gotta be coming close. These drivers been out there for 40+ laps. Everybody inside of your top 14. Your top 14 drivers, as a matter of fact, did come down to pit road on lap number 47 at your stage break. They have yet to come back down to pit road. Kyle Rochelle, only driver that come down pit road. There it is. Green flag pit stops underway. Max Fauner looking to utilize the undercut, as Cody Reed and Thomas Walter also down the pit road. They came last time around. They will fall off of the lead lap, though. Will Fauner be able to keep himself on the lead lap? We're going to watch this pit road delta for Fauner as the 51 Toyota Camry brings his machine to his crew for what could be the final stop of tonight's race under green flag racing conditions. And Fauner breaking to pit road inside of your top 5. I don't think he's going to be able to keep himself on the lead lap. Left sides are in the air. They're going to put the tires on, drop the jack, and out of the box goes that 51, but he will not be able to keep himself on the lead lap. Fauner will lose 1 lap, and now he's going to lose that lucky dog position, as well as Andrew DeFilippis grabbing that lucky dog position, and Morales now finds himself with a large uphill battle as we've got more drivers falling off of the lead lap with this long green flag run here at Auto Club Speedway. Tell you what, we haven't checked in on that weather report in quite some time. Let's see what the track's doing out there. Track seems to have cooled off just a little bit from what we've seen in happy hour as well as qualifying. So some grip may be coming back to a handful of these drivers. We're going to have to keep ourselves looking out for that, and we do apologize for having that racing graphic up behind one of the icons here tonight. So I tell you what, why don't we give it to you one more time, let you follow along just like we do, have all the information clean and clear. There you can see it, 106 degree track temperature, air temperature still sitting right at 80 degrees with that 9-mile-an-hour wind. So everything looking pretty much the same. Track just cooling off slightly here for the time tonight at Auto Club Speedway in the Buttkicker California 240. As we are 8 laps away from that 100 lap mark here tonight, drivers will be eyeballing pit road. Ryan Ferrero as well as Ryan Bird to pit road. Dakota Moniz down to pit road, and that 5 machine as well. So more drivers coming to pit road. Matt Mackin and the 9 Napa Auto Parts machine. He pulls the pit road this time around as well. Your top 7 drivers still out there on the track. And here comes race leader Tom Sinchek. Will break off from the race lead and down to pit road. That is going to give us our first lead change of the night. And for the first time tonight, we can say this: new race leader here at Auto Club Speedway. 2 leaders, 1 lead change. We've had multiple cautions, I believe 8 caution flags so far here tonight. 1 coming for the Simboxor stage break. 2 very long green flag runs, a long green flag run to end the first and only stage here tonight. And after a quick caution at the on the restart, we've had ourselves a long green flag run now as we've got yet another new race leader. We're going to see this happen a handful of times over the course of the next few laps. 3 race leaders now, 2 lead changes, as James Loveland in the 56 leads Morris Bogan, Kyle Rochelle, Logan Breaky, and James Watson yet to hit pit road for the final time here tonight. So your top 5 still needing to come to pit road, still needing to top off and get those last set of Goodyear fresh tires. And we've got a little bit of a mix-up here as James Loveland is going to come to pit road. That's going to leave Kyle Rochelle out front. He'll take the race lead now. Fourth leader of the race. Third lead change. And we've got a little bit of a mix-up here. Rochelle, 10 laps more fuel in his machine, as last time he was on pit road was lap number 57. Breaky Bogan bolt to pit road back on lap 47. But how about James Watson, that 39 machine, running in the 4th position right now, 13 seconds back from your race leader. But he was last to pit road on lap number 62. He's got more fuel than anybody before he'll have to make his pit stop. Tom Sinchek was able to get himself out of pit road and up to speed without losing a lap. Sinchek running in 5th right here. A lot of drivers off of the lead lap right now. Ryan Bird listed as the last driver on the lead lap. The 49 sitting in that 9th position. And things going to change up a little bit right here. James Watson, I believe, listed. Yes, he is. James Watson being listed as the highest running Dash for Cash competitor, sitting in that 4th position, still yet to hit pit road once again. As Tom Sinchek, Dalton Tucker, all over each other right here. 1 lap difference on the pit stop. It's not going to make that big of an impact as these two drivers are going to battle it out for the top spot. With less than 25 laps to go, Kyle Rochelle gives up the race lead. Morris Bogan going to the top spot. It's going to be our 5th different race leader here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. You're watching the Buttkicker California 240. If you haven't already, race fans, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Drop them that thumbs up. You know you want to while you're here, while you're at it, while you're enjoying some great racing action. Let them know you appreciate the great action given and provided week in, week out by all of these North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge Track Racer Cup Series drivers. Remember to join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Again, drop these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're just sliding in to say hey, or you are one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, possibly one of the many sponsors across the many different leagues and series. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. So again, while you're here enjoying some great racing action, show these drivers some love and drop that thumbs up. Staying cued in right here with Sinchek and Tucker 4th and 5th on the racetrack. Logan Breaky getting the top spot now. That's going to be our 5th lead change. 6 different race leaders. But Sinchek, Tucker look to regain those top 2 positions once this green flag pit cycle has completed itself. Long drawn out green flag cycle this time playing out for these drivers. Top 3 on track looking for a late race caution to maybe work some strategy into their advantage. Breaky leads Bogan, Watson back in 3rd, Sinchek, Tucker, Bird, Fauner, Reed, Westfield, and Green round out your top 10. Kyle Rochelle sitting on the lead lap, but just barely that one of Rochelle running in the 11th position. Dylan Walterman right there in 12th. 13th position belongs to Dylan Walterman. Walterman with a great race so far here tonight. Finds himself still on the lead lap. James Loveland, last driver listed on the lead lap, as Isaac Shelley in that Premier 98 Toyota Camry does indeed find himself 1 lap down. First driver 1 lap down. Or no, Shelley going to get himself back on the lead lap. So the longer this green flag run is playing out, more drivers unlapping themselves the good old-fashioned way. And we'll just have 19 laps to go next time around. Let's go check in on your race leader. He is back here working his way off of turn number 4. And back across the stripe there, you can see that 29 of Logan Breaky out there on the track. We've got 4 fast Fords leading this field, stretching it out on the fuel mileage right here at Auto Club Speedway. The repave not underway just yet here at Auto Club. And Breaky wants the position back. The 29 and the 36 going at it. Bogan almost grabbed that top spot back, but Breaky having none of it. He'll keep that race lead for the time being. James Watson right there running in third, but Tom Sinjek, Dalton Tucker, they are both closing in. They are well behind. But with that pit road delta being 40 seconds plus and only 28 seconds down, Sinchek, Tucker, Bird, Fauner should all leapfrog these 3 drivers still running out there on the track. Breaky, Bogan, and Watson will lose a handful of positions with the track time being much faster with those fresh tires. Over 1 second faster last time around was Sinchek running in that 4th position. Then your race leader Breaky on screen right here, battling with Morris Bogan back off of turn number 4. This time around, let's check the speed charts. And across the line, 17 laps now remaining here at Auto Club Speedway in the Buttkicker California 240. Last time around, race leader Breaky running a 42.60. We'll wait to see how Tom Sinchek goes about it, and he's already passed, or he's going to come across the line this time around. Let's keep our eyes on that stopwatch. Last time, again, a 42.60 by your race leader. What does Sinchek and Tucker turn in? A 41.81, so still 9/10 of a second advantage lap after lap. Sinchek, Tucker, slowly reeling the race leaders in. And I mean, they're going to get there. There's no question in my mind that these drivers, they've kind of made their bed right now. They need a late race caution. They need drivers to start getting really racy with each other if they're going to want any shot at a good top 5 finish here tonight. Logan Breaky, Morris Bogan, James Watson, all elected to stay out on the track and extend this long green flag run. Watson will be in danger first, and it looks like he is saving a little bit more fuel here. He was on pit road last on lap number 62, so maybe he's thinking he may be able to stretch this thing. He's got himself right around, what is that, about a 14, 15 second advantage over Sinchek. Actually, it's about 10.5 seconds. Now as Sinchek still pounding the pavement here at Auto Club Speedway. The driver walking away with the most laps led here tonight, walking away with the Pump and Dump Clothing Company pole position. The Simbox Store stage winner, Tom Sinchek, pretty much dominating here tonight. Will a late race green flag pit cycle seal the deal and end the run for the Fast 8 at the front of this field? We've got 3 Fords lined up, and then 3 bow ties. Those Chevy ZL1 Camaros are looking very fast here tonight. Max Bonner, your highest running Toyota driver in this field. Adam Westfield, Thomas Green, both inside the top 10. Those 2 Toyota drivers, they've been running all over each other. Kyle Rochelle starting to try to make his way back up into the mix. Rochelle sitting in that 11th position, and it looks like we've got 1 driver coming to pit road this time around. That's going to be the 22 Toyota Camry of Gerald Duffin down pit road. Already multiple laps down here outside of your top 25. Duffin running in that 26th position. let's go look at this battle right here. We don't want to forget about this battle. We're watching those race leaders, Bricky and Bogan, going at it for that top spot with 13 laps to go. I don't know that they're gonna make it on fuel here. So we're going to keep our eye on this battle that's continuing to rage on ever since they rejoined the track. And just like that, Bricky and Bogan to pit road. That's going to leave James Watson in the 39 Ford Mustang out there at the top of the speed charts. Will Watson elect to stay out in the lead a lap? We're going to keep our eye on him. And it looks like he will do so. Tom Sinchek, Dalton Tucker still going at it. There's Ryan Bird. Multiple seconds back, not even in the background any longer. Ryan Bird in the 49 machine looking to have a solid finish here tonight. He should be able to walk away with a podium position way back in the distance. That time you can see that 49 coming across the start-finish line. Just look at the deficit decrease right there. Through that one corner, over 0.2 of a second made up by Sinchek and Tucker. They are absolutely on rails right now, closing in on the driver out front with 30 plus lap older tires than the 8 in the 24. Watson a little bit of a sitting duck, but we've only got 11 to go. 10 next time around. Does Watson have enough fuel to make it to the end? Where's Watson at, you say? Let's go to your race leader right here. He's got himself some strategy playing out. James Watson, driver out of Fairfield, California. Can the California kid get the job done at a hometown track home race for this 39? Watson looking to go from the back to the front and into victory lane here tonight. He'll work his way across the stripe. 10 laps now remaining here tonight in the Buttkicker California 240. Watson looking to capitalize by coming to pit road under our latest caution that we had all the way back at lap number, I believe it was right around lap number 57, 58 is when we seen that caution flag fly. He came to pit road on lap number 62. And he's running very well here. Now going to have 9 laps remaining when he makes his way through this corner with still a 5-second advantage. He's got a little bit of time to give up. We're going to take an eyeball at the scoring charts, at the speed charts. Let's check those lap times. Once again, coming to 9 to go. Race leader Watson turning in a 43.21. Sinchek, Tucker, both across the line, both running a 42.12, so 1.1 seconds faster last time around. If they're able to maintain this pace, they will catch them with 3 laps to go. And although that sounds like it's doable, to hold somebody off for 3 laps, you're not just holding off a fast, a one-car show here. You've got 2 very fast drivers starting at pole position and outside pole position, running you down right now. They've got 30 lap plus fresher tires. You're running out of fuel. You can't quite get to the gas when you really want to. If they catch him with 3 laps to go, I don't think there's going to be much of a fight. And I mean that by, there's going to be no match on the tires, really. Watson may try to fight it off with all he has, but you just cannot overcome that big of a deficit on fresh tires. These Goodyears are king, but clean air rules them all. Does Watson have the ace of spades in his back pocket with that clean, fresh air on the front of his Ford Mustang, looking down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get by the 01 of Aaron Kralik. And if you're your race leader Watson right now, you may want a little bit of help. You may want to stay behind that 01 of Kralik just to give yourself a little bit of draft help, give yourself a little bit of help on the fuel mileage side of things. Even though he is a wounded warrior here tonight, he is still a car that can help you along the way. Last time around, the gap has closed to 2.2 second advantage with 6 laps remaining. Last time around, though, just a half a second difference on the stopwatch for Sinchek and Tucker. So they're not closing in as quick anymore. But still, they are right there, man. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a great finish. And if Watson can do this, if he can stretch this fuel mileage, oh my goodness. I mean, that is almost 60 laps. That's going to end up being right around 59, I apologize, 59 laps on the fuel run. That's insane. High five last time around by the boss man in the flag stand. He's going to wave the hand at everybody. 5 laps now remaining. Make that 4.5 as your race leaders roar down the back stretch. James Watson with a fuel strategy move, and he is looking to try to park that Ford Mustang in victory lane, but the gap to the fresh tires has arrived, and Watson has to pull off with 4 laps remaining. Heartbreak City for that 39 of Watson. Not only is he going to give up his opportunity at a race win, but he's going to give up that top position in the Blazing Fast TV Dash for Cash here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. It's going to fall back into the hands of the man running in 3rd position, the 49 of Ryan Bird. Your highest running Dash for Cash competitor here tonight. But it's not about just one race. It's about multiple races. You got to have the best average finish, and we'll see if he can keep it going, keep that streak alive. Off of 4 to the line this time. 3 laps remain in the Buttkicker California 240, race number 5. Here tonight for the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge Track Racer Cup Series. What a night, what a run so far here. We've had ourselves some long green flag runs. We've had ourselves a little bit of calamity and chaos earlier here tonight. 36 drivers took to the starting grid. We've still got 25 out there on track, but only 19 left on the lead lap, and here we go. Popsicle sticks on display this time around. Just 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go between Tom Sinchek and Dalton Tucker. These 2 drivers have been fighting, battling, mixing it up, coming to the end of this race as they have run down and passed James Watson, who's listed back in 17th, now still up 10 positions from where he started tonight's race, so still a good run through the field for Watson. But they closed in and pounced without ever thinking, and off of turn number 4, once again coming to the white flag. The boss man, the flag stand, has it in hand. They'll wait for him to cross the line, and there it is, crossing the line. White flag flies. Final lap, the 1 to go. Brought to you by KL Custom Designs here in the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge Track Racer Cup Series. The 1 lap to go sign. Driver's gonna mix it up down the backstretch. Battle for the race lead. 0.2 of a second separating Sinchek from Tucker. Top 4 all running right where they qualified. Can Sinchek wrap it up with a race win here tonight? Dominating performance all night long. And off of turn number 4 for the final time, he'll lead by 3 car lengths, crossing the line as your race winner here tonight. Dominating fashion. Man, what a run here tonight for Thomas Sinchek. He'll walk away with that top spot with that checkered flag. Whew. Almost handed this thing away. If Watson was able to save just a little bit more fuel, we may have a different story at the end of tonight's race. But how about this man right here, man? Getting it done the driver out of Glen Gardner, Tom Sinchek, gonna do some landscaping heading to victory lane. He's gonna give these fans on the front stretch a little bit of a show. Some post-race celebrations going to begin. He's gonna mow some grass, and he may have to pay a little bit of a landscape bill by the time this one's all over, looking for victory lane. And there he is. Sinchek will park it with the checkered flag. And we're going to step away for just a brief moment, get things set up and ready to go for your post-race interviews as he gives the fans in the stands the smoke show. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And just like that, back trackside once again here at Auto Club Speedway at the conclusion of race number 5 this season for the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge Track Racer Cup Series. The Buttkicker California 240 has come to a close, and we have got all of the podium drivers ready for their post-race interviews. Let's see if we can't catch up and have a few words with the drivers finishing in those top spots tonight. Let's see if we can dial up and have a word with the driver inside of his 51 machine. Max, it's Dave in the booth. You got me? Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling after a long green flag run to end this thing and walking away with a podium here tonight from a very big, tough, slippery track?
Pretty good about it. I really wasn't sure going in kind of what my pace was going to be like, just because I crashed so early at Homestead, and this is really the first kind of big track we've run on. But yeah, the car drove pretty good for me, I thought, and got involved in a little incident early in the race, but thankfully I was able to kind of make it up and kind of get back towards the front at the end.
Yeah, a little bit of contact earlier. I believe catching a little piece of I believe that was the 20 Camaro going around Trammell, having some issues off of turn 2 and on the backstretch. He caught a little piece of that. Did the car drive any differently after the damage, or can these machines really take a little bit more of a beating than the old Cup cars?
It kind of depends. If you get any contact on the wheel at all, or any of your wheels, you're kind of screwed. But it's hard for me to say because I was running like maybe third or fourth when it happened, and then I had to restart the stage like seventh or eighth. And it's hard for me to say. It definitely felt harder on the right front tire in the second half of the race, but I think that was part of just having more cars in front of me at the same time. It was just a little crinkle on the right front fender, so I don't know. It was okay. I didn't have speed to win, but I didn't have speed to win before I crashed, so.
Well, Max, we've took it from big restrictor plate tracks down to small little tracks like Martinsville, now back up to a 2-mile track here at Auto Club. Is there any particular track that you think maybe this car kind of runs a little bit better or suits your style that we should look out for you in these post-race interviews again, or possibly parking it a few spots better in victory lane?
Honestly, I think this compared to the Gen 6 car, this car suits my driving style better pretty much everywhere. It's a lot more fun to not just be in the gas the whole time. Obviously, looking forward to it when we go to a road course again, because I don't think anybody was even close to as fast as I was last week. So yeah, really looking forward to the Glen, but honestly, just everywhere, even the intermediates are fun in this car. So I'm looking forward to them all.
All right, Max. Well, again, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight, walking away third in the Buttkicker California 240. Before we let you go for the night, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home in Boston or back at the shop?
Yeah, first, thank you for broadcasting. Thanks to the league admins for putting this whole thing on. And thank you to my teammate, Ryan Bird, putting up with me every week. And he totally gave me P3. He'll tell you we raced for it, but he gave it to me at the end. So appreciate him for that. He's finished top 5 like every race now except Daytona. So we're looking strong and looking forward to the rest of the races.
All right. Well, again, Max, congratulations on the podium finish, and we'll see if we can't catch up with you next week at Chicago.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. There you have it. Final few words from the 51 of Max Vonner, who says this car is more to his liking than the old Gen 6 car. We'll see how the rest of his season plays out. We'll see how he runs at Chicagoland, and that's going to move us right along in the running order. Let's see if we can dial up Dalton Tucker inside of that Exalta 24. Dalton, it's Dave. You got me?
I got you, man.
Hey, man. A heck of a finish, heck of a run for you here in that 24 crew. You had a shot for the race win at the end. Walk us through those final few laps, and if you had it to do over, would you do anything different?
Oh shoot, there's a whole bunch of stuff I would have done different that race. It was a roller coaster of a race. I was up front at the beginning, got into Tom's teammate Kyle. That kind of hurt me, gave me some damage. Fixed that, went to the back, worked my way back up to the front, and then pit again to get fresher tires, and that really helped me get back to the front. But I wanted to pit before Tom because I know if you pit, you cut off a little bit of time, and with how hard it was to pass, it's insane. There's a few opportunities I had, but with the way the aero pushes here, it's extremely hard.
Well, you did have that contact there, as you mentioned there, coming towards the end of stage number 1. I believe it was the last lap of that stage. With that little bit of contact, did the car drive much differently from before the contact to after the contact? Because it seems like these cars are able to take a little bit more of a beating than the Gen 6 cars. You still got to be careful, as Mr. Forner in the 51 said, right around making contact with those wheels. So in your situation, did your machine run any differently after that contact?
Immediately after, I could tell a little difference, not much. Just I was still in the draft, so as long as you got the straightaway draft, you're okay. But I could tell a little bit, so I fixed that damage. But after that, I couldn't really tell anything.
Well, Dalton, again, congratulations walking away with another podium here so far this season, racking up these podium finishes and enjoying our post-race interviews. Dalton, again, congratulations. Before we let you go, though, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
I got to give a shout out to my teammate James. He had the lead late in the race, and we were trying to catch him and maybe use him as a pick and get around Tom, but his strategy kind of backfired. But overall, good finish by him. And give a shout out to my family. They're down in Disney right now and kind of all spread over, so they've been checking in. And also, a heck of a job by Tom for holding on. I know Clean Air's the king here, and he was able to keep it the whole race. So great job by him. And just as always, appreciate you doing the broadcast and can't wait to go see it.
All right. Well, we appreciate the kind words, Dalton. And again, congratulations with another great run. You and your crew racking up these good finishes. That's going to give you a good shot in the arm with the season standings here at the end of race number 5 here in the Buttkicker California 240. And we'll look forward to seeing if we can't catch up with you in these next few weeks. We'll see if we can't catch up with you next week at Richmond or Chicago.
Thanks, man.
All right, there you have it. Final few words from the man walking away in second. Yet another podium finish for that 24 of Dalton Tucker. Tucker will walk away from the track in second. And now let's go on to the man that walked away with so many different achievements here tonight. Let's see if we can't catch up with him in victory lane. Tom, it's Dave. How you feeling parking that thing with the checkered flag?
Sweaty. Super sweaty.
That is probably the most honest answer I've ever heard out of a driver, man. That's
sweaty.
Priceless right there, man.
Drove the wheels off tonight.
Absolutely, you did. You walked away with the Pump and Dump Pole Award. You walked away with the Simbox stage win. You led the most laps here tonight, but most importantly, you walked away with the checkered flag. You break into the victory lane column for the first time this season. Do you think this is the first of many more to come?
I would love to say that it was, but this is actually probably going to be my last race in this league for a little while. I'm really thankful for everybody that let me race. I've been here since season 1. A lot of people got better in these cars, Max being one of them, Ryan Bird being another one. Dalton's going to be a strong contender this year. A lot of these people that weren't like winning in the Gen 6 car, really this car suits them a lot. So I'm really excited to watch on Saturdays, see what Max and Ryan do, because they're really fast. And Dalton, Aaron, all those guys are going to be pretty quick. Adam was up there all night. But yeah, I'm going to miss these guys. And yeah, it was a fun race though. We drove the wheels off it. Hopefully we put on a good show.
Oh, it was absolutely a good show. And Tom, we hate to hear that you're not going to be on track with us for a while. But with that being said, in hindsight, does that make this race any more special, being able to walk away with a race win? And I don't want to say your final race with the league, but with what will be possibly one of the final few times we see you on track here on the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. Does it make this win any more sweeter?
It means a lot because this is my favorite track, and I definitely wanted to come out and win this, being my last one. So yeah, it definitely does mean a lot, especially racing with the guys that have been here since the beginning, and my teammates and all that. Yeah, it's definitely special.
All right, well, Tom, we won't keep you any longer. We know you got a lot of post-race celebrating to get done here tonight at Auto Club. So before we let you go, Mike's yours. Shout-outs, thank yous, love yous. Have at it.
Thank you. Love you to everybody in the league, from the guys that took me in from the beginning, James, Aaron, Adam, Thomas, Moniz, I can't remember all the admins, Ryan Ferraro. Those guys were with me from the beginning. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. But they brought me in halfway through season 1. They let me stay. So I really appreciate that. And I give big thanks to you and a big thanks to my teammates for running with me, because they've been with me since season 1. They've all been with me, been running for this whole time. And yeah, I would like to see them succeed and win while I'm gone.
All right, well, Tom, again, congratulations on the race win. We hope it's not the final time we get a chance to see you on track or get a chance to talk to you in these post-race interviews. But if it is, we wish you well in your further endeavors and in your future. And drop us a line anytime. We'd love to hear from you and love to hear how things are going for you in throughout the iRacing.com world. So again, Tom, congratulations on a great dominating performance to kind of hit the grand slam and walk off in the sunset with a win, man. Congratulations. Great job.
Thanks again, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, well, there you have it. The walk-off knockout of the park. Tom Sinchek walks away with a race win here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. You heard it right there from the man himself. This will be one of the final few times we get to see that 8 on the track with this group of drivers. We wish Tom the best in all of his future endeavors here in the iRacing.com world. A lot of competition out there, and Sinchek dominating the competition here tonight, walking away with the pole award, walking away with the stage win, walking away with the most laps led, and as we said, most importantly, walking away with that checkered flag. Tom, put this one in your back pocket. We hope you remember it for a long time to come. Congratulations on the race win, and we hope to see you back once again. Tom Sinchek walks away with the race win here from Auto Club Speedway and the Buttkicker California 240. That's pretty much gonna do it for us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, man. What a race here tonight at Auto Club. A little bit of a rough go at the beginning. A handful of cautions started off tonight's race, but then some long green flag runs at the end of the first stage and at the end of tonight's race to finish things off at Auto Club. What a night it was. And you can hear producers already hitting those buttons in the background. You know the tunes, you know the sounds, you know it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results right here from Auto Club Speedway in NAISCC Track Racer Cup Series. The California Buttkicker 240 now in the books, walking away with the top spot, the 8 of Tom Sinchek. Dalton Tucker will finish back in that second position. How about Max Fauner back in third? Ryan Bird walks away fourth. Your highest running dash for cash competitor, James Loveland. The 56 finishes in fifth. Cody Reed back in sixth. Adam Westfield in seventh. Dylan Walterman back in eighth with Kyle Rochelle ninth. Rounding out your top 10 is the 10 of Thomas Green. The 6 of Ryan Ferrero finishes in 11th. 12th place tonight belongs to Morris Bogan. Logan Breaky back in 13th. 14th tonight belongs to the 44 of Maurice Gomillion. The Premier 98 Toyota Camry piloted by Isaac Shelley slides home in 15th. 16th tonight to the 94 of Sean Huffstutler. James Watson back in 17th. Dakota Moniz back in 18th. 19th from the track here tonight at Auto Club Speedway belongs to Thomas Walter. Aaron Kralik rounds out your top 20. Matt Mackin in 21st. 22nd to Martin Morales. Andrew D. Philippus walking away in 23rd. 24th to William Dunham. Jesse Thornick. Gerald Duffin back in 26th. 27th here tonight from Auto Club to Mark Wright. Dave Bush will finish tonight's race in his 53 machine back in the 28th position. 29th here tonight belongs to Ryan Lewis. Shane White back in 30th. Patrick Hernandez, Alex Light, James Trammell, Mark Digman, Jarrett Talmadge, Christopher Norris round out the 36 car field here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. Race number 5 in the book. Race number 2 in the Blazing Fast Dash for Cash now in the bag, as well as the North Star 5. The second race in the bag as well. A lot of accolades and awards coming up in the next few weeks, and we're going to begin to roll up the cords. So again, if you haven't already, race fans, drop these drivers that thumbs up. As always, join us in that push to 3,000. Show them some love with the thumbs up. Click subscribe. Smash the bell. And, well, we're going to roll up the cords. So stay safe. Stay loved, my friends. And until next time, we'll meet ya in turn 3.